Hello everyone, welcome to our teacher app. I am your biology teacher. Today we are going to learn 9th standard biology 11th chapter. The name of the chapter is biogeochemical cycles. Biogeochemical cycles. These are the mineral cycling, and when comes here there are 4 cycles prominently. These are nitrogen cycle, carbon cycle, oxygen cycle and water cycle. Water cycle. In this, the water comes from the rain, that is atmosphere. Through the rain, through the condensation, it reaches the earth. Finally, when reaches the earth, it infiltrated into the layers of the soil. From the layers of the soil or earth, the water is absorbed through the absorption process into plants, and in plants generally through respiration like transpiration process, again evaporated into the atmosphere, that is again condensed into the rain. This is a cyclic form of water, so we call it as a water cycle. Nitrogen cycle. Here the nitrogen is fixed and the nitrogen is traveled here through several steps, that is nothing but nitrogen cycle. Here the nitrogen fixation is done from soil, consumers and also decomposers, and also from atmospheric nitrogen. Through the nitrogen fixation is done, it is done into the process nitrification and assimilation, ammonification, and finally the denitrification is done. The nitrogen is again travelled into the atmosphere. This is a cyclic form of nitrogen travelling through all these processes, so we call it as a nitrogen cycle. Carbon cycle. Here the carbon cycle usually denotes it is a revolution of carbon from these steps, and along it is a cyclic form, so we call it as a carbon cycle. When we observe carbon or carbon dioxide, generally carbon dioxide is present in atmosphere, and in the atmosphere it enters into the process called photosynthesis, and also through the sunlight the carbon dioxide is also entered into the photosynthesis. Here photosynthesis, the process occur, finally trees are developed, and finally these trees are used in the factories and industries. These factory emissions, industries emission also leads to or releases carbon dioxide gases, and again volcanic eruptions also releases the carbon emissions. These all together enter again into the atmosphere. This is a cyclic form, so we call it as a carbon cycle. The oxygen cycle. Here atmospheric oxygen is used in the process of respiration either by plants, animals and also human beings, and here the water molecule or water content is released in the respiration process. This water is used in the process of photosynthesis, where the oxygen is here released. Carbon dioxide is taken, water is taken, and through the photosynthesis process oxygen is again released into the atmospheric oxygen. This is how the oxygen travels through all these processes, so we call it as a oxygen cycle.